Today, the block bounded by Wabasha, 10th, Cedar and Exchange is the location of Music Tech College. But in March of 1881, the charred debris from the first Capitol was being cleared away from here, and plans were developing for a new Capitol building on the same site. A drawing by noted architect Leroy S. Buffington shows a proposed 4-story brick building with an 8-story central tower. Arches and classical columns grace the exterior. Perhaps due to budget constraints, the completed building was not quite as ornate as the one in the drawing, but the overall design remained the same. Inside, the legislative chambers and governor's office were decorated with elaborate woodwork. Although Buffington designed many fine buildings in the Twin Cities, including several buildings still in use at the University of Minnesota, his design for the state capitol was not one for the ages. In the words of architectural critic Larry Millett, this building was Buffington's lemon. Overcrowded and poorly ventilated, the building quickly became obsolete. It opened in 1883, but by 1891, state leaders were already considering building yet another new capitol. Just 8 years old, the structure was facing possible demolition. In 1893, the legislature gave the go-ahead to begin building the third capitol, the one that we see today. Ultimately, what spared the second capitol from the wrecking ball was its location. The block was just too small to fit the design of the new capitol. For the next 12 years, workmen built the state government's new home. By constructing the third capitol just a few blocks north of the second one, transition to the new building caused little disruption to the legislature. In 1905, the new capitol opened and the old capitol was relegated to serving as office and storage space. The 200-foot tower remained visible on the skyline for another 33 years, while the grounds around the building were valued mainly as a parking lot. In the shadow of its more magnificent successor, the old Capitol building had few supporters. Finally, in 1938, the 55-year-old structure had outlived its usefulness and was demolished.